Morgan Park first. It is not a very tall lineup, and that is something to keep in mind. They are very quick. They are very athletic. And then for Whitney Young, here's the amazing thing about Whitney Young, Kenny. The only senior on that list is Lene Harper. So this team may be a year away from being what they can become. They had a lot of experience leave last year up at state title team, but everybody will be back next year with the exception of Harper, who will play her basketball next year at the University of Kentucky.
Yeah, it's a really good experienced team, Jim. One thing I've always said, you cannot teach experience.
Hillsman wins the opening tip, and first handle of the game will go to Lene Harper. Although the 5 players you see on the floor for Whitney Young had a lot of playing time in that title team 1 year ago. They'll open up by shooting a 3 from the outside, no good. Hillsman battles for the rebound, swats it out.
For a good rebound by Hillsman, but she's going to have to remember you need 2 hands.
Beck and Snow are working in the backcourt. What a pass by Harper. Didn't find the target. Ends up as a 3. That's no good. Snower got the rebound, goes in. Still can't get the opening bucket. Boy, Whitney Young dominating the offensive glass here. And finally, Morgan Park able to come up with their first possession of games 3 at Griffin.
Well, you won't see Whitney Young miss that many close shots too often. And the Dolphins are going to go back in the zone. Yep.
One of the things that Corey Irvin has been a little bit critical of her team in the public league playoffs is they have lost their focus at times.
And you cannot lose your focus in a championship situation.
Morgan Park beat Bogan in the semifinals on Thursday. 67-55 was the final of that game. Morgan Park trailed in that game by 17 at one point, and then ended up winning it by 12. Missed shot, Hillsman got the rebound.
And see, at that time, Hillsman went for the basketball, Jim, with 2 hands.
Harper, from the top of the key, knocks it down. Whitney Young strikes first.
Well, that's like a layup for Harper. You let her get an open shot, open look like that at the elbow.
Well, I'll tell you what, next year in Lexington, Janae Thompson and Lene Harper in the backcourt. That'll be the best backcourt in Lexington. 3-pointer on the other end. Shami Goodman hits it, and Morgan Park has the lead.
And that's what Morgan Park will need to do, hit those 3s to get Whitney Young out of the zone.
Snower missed the 3. Griffin with the rebound. Tried the razzle-dazzle, turned it over. Goodman was trailing, but a little bit too much hook on the pass.
You really don't need to razzle-dazzle like that from Morgan Park. Our keys to the game: strong rebounding, good defense, and play hard. Those are our Morgan Park keys to the game, brought to you by MeTV.
And you get a good look at their head coach, Tom Johnson. Inside, Hillsman backs down, makes a move off glass. That's about as well as you can do it right there.
You know, 2 years ago, she could not make that move. Hillsman has come a long way.
You can just tell Kenny by the way she moves, as opposed to the way she was even moving last year. In the run to the state championship, especially in the game against Bolingbrook, Hillsman did not play very much.
Right.
And considering they needed a big body to guard Morgan Tuck in that game, that was somewhat surprising. Harper comes up with a loose ball. Does not have numbers, so she'll wisely pull it out. She's left open. Hillsman kept going to the basket. Talia Hillsman with 4 points already in the game.
And that's what happens when you run the floor.
And that's what happens when Lene Harper has the basketball, because she is so dangerous with the ball. She draws 2 defenders. They leave Hillsman by herself. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by MeTV for the Whitney Young Dolphins.
Well, the Lady Dolphins, they want to stop the dribble penetration of the Morgan Park guards. They want to rebound well. Hillsman has done a pretty good job at that so far. Take care of the basketball. You cannot have a lot of turnovers against a really good team like Morgan Park.
And those are the keys to the game, brought to you by MeTV. We mentioned Morgan Park. They've been pointing to this game all year. They lost this title game 61-48. They were very close at times in the game, but faded late. And so they know they can play with Whitney Young most of the way, but they have to prove to themselves they can play with them all the way.
Yep, and that's a big difference. You have to play a complete ball game.
5:12 to go in the first quarter.
Come out at 2-2-1 zone.
Into the corner. Morgan Park, they have a 3-pointer so far. They have not gotten anything inside. Drive to the basket by Griffin. She'll put it up and got the roll and knocked it in. It's a 1-point game.
That's what happens against that 2-2-1, Jim. The baseline's going to be open, and you saw that time Griffin uses her speed to get to the open spot in that baseline.
Oh, and Turnover on Whitney Young as Beck was trying to get it to Harper, but Harper had begun to make her cut. Get a good look at Corey Irvin, who is about to add a little bench strength to the Irvin household, shall we say.
Well, Whitney Young, they want to keep the turnovers down. That was an unforced turnover.
Morgan Park, a chance to take the lead. Kiara Graves dishes it off and then makes her cut. Graves comes out the other side, had the basketball in her hands, but could not pull it in. She was looking toward the baseline, ready to make her cut. Didn't take the basketball with her. Third turnover on the Mustangs.
Yeah, you have to look the ball into your hands.
Sydney Snow with the ball for Whitney Young. Looking inside, couldn't get in there. Harper and Hillsman ran to each other, and then a turnover. Up the floor going the other way. This is Goodman. Cuts inside of Snower, couldn't get it to go. And a nice rebound by Taylor Brain. Brain will bring it up. Got it to Harper. Harper has one-on-one if she wants it.
Oh, what a pass.
What a pass inside. The Brain missed the shot. Hillsman is there, can't clean it up. Brain one more time should go to the line. Whitney Young has missed a lot of shots inside.
Yeah, Whitney Young not doing a good job of finishing. They are doing a great job of getting good shots. Easy shots, but you have to finish. But what a pass by Harper. Oh, my goodness.
Tristan Anderson picked up the foul. That was the first foul of the game. Corey Irvin's team looking for their 8th city title in the last 9 years.
Pretty impressive.
They have, without a doubt, been the dominant program over the last 10 years. They still have a ways to go to be as dominant as Marshall was for all those years, but they're starting to approach that. But not only have they been one of the dominant programs in the city, they've been one of the dominant programs in the state. They are the defending state champions. They were second in 2010, second in 09. They were state champions in 08 as well. Three-pointer, that one in and out. Snower got a hand on it, and then the loose ball gets grabbed by Trina Beck. Full court pressure by Morgan Park off of this basket. That's not easy to do. Snower.
Oh, look at Snower.
By herself, she'll pop from 18 and she hits.
Ah, a little razzle-dazzle.
Whitney Young, just like that, up by 7. A moment ago, Morgan Park had the ball, a chance to take the lead, and now the Mustangs are down 7.
Well, they stay in the zone.
Down low. Morrow goes up with it, couldn't hit. Nice rebound underneath. That one won't go.
Look at Harper.
Yeah, Harper throwing a little elbow, but getting herself a little bit of room as well.
Well, they're going to call that on Harper. Here it is again. You go up in the air. Now watch, this shot won't go. Let's see Harper come over the top. Whitney Young's not happy with that call.
Graves had to give it up. Griffin trying to find room. The defense rotates over. Hillsman, I think, got a part of that, but still goes in.
Yeah, I think Hillsman got a piece of it.
Griffin has 4 of the 7 points on the board. For Morgan Park. Snower, low on 3. Front of the iron, no good. Rebound by Morrow. Here comes Morgan Park. Down 3 with the basketball.
Boy, good defense by Harper. That time didn't even know she stopped.
Goodman never really got around Beck, but Beck got her on the way to the basket, so that will be team foul number 2 on Whitney Young.
How many times have you heard me say someone had to stop the basketball? That was a good play at that time by Harper, because what she did as Goodman was dribbling the basketball, she just stopped, and that made Goodman stop.
Goodman on the line, hits the free throw. She has 4 points in the game, as does Bria Griffin for Morgan Park. Get our first substitution of the game. Brame is going to go out, and Beck also on the bench as well. And into the game for Whitney Young, Tanita Allen, who got a good amount of playing time last year. Medina Muhammad, number 20, into the game for Whitney Young as well. Snower turned it over.
What unforced turnover.
When Whitney Young has had a lot of turnovers early going, Graves makes them pay.
That's why Coach Irvin said we had to limit the turnovers, because this is a good Morgan Park team.
Morgan Park leads it by 1 inside. Bucket won't go, but Tanita Allen will get a chance to go to the line.
Wait, Great flash to the basketball by Allen. Allen does a great job flashing to the basketball right there. You see, Snore knew she was coming. That's a great play because Snore just waits. She knows that Allen is coming to flash to the basketball, and she'll be at the line now for 2 shots.
First free throw, no good.
Hey, and don't forget, we want you to go to our Facebook page at Game of the Week CPS. Hit the like button for us, especially you Whitney Young fans. Let me know, do you think can this Lady Dolphin team repeat as Class 4A champions? That's Game of the Week CPS. Hit the like button for us and let us know. Who do you think will be the Class 4A state champions?
2 missed free throws. Morgan Park with the lead and the basketball. Graves, top of the key, and Tristan Anderson shuffled the feet before she made her move to the basket. 4th turnover of this first quarter by Morgan Park. We've seen a lot of turnovers, Kenny, in the first quarter.
Did you think that with the snow outside and the cold weather outside, we will be talking about the hot conditions inside? It is extremely warm in here, and conditioning is really going to play a big part today.
Harper, corner of the lane, knocks it down. Whitney Young back out on top by 1.
Well, again, if you don't put a hand up on Harper and you give her a good shot like that, you might as well just go back on defense.
Drive into the lane. Goodman puts it up, couldn't hit. And that is what Lene Harper can do. And now she's in the open floor. Will she take it coast to coast? No. She'll pass it off. She gets the assist. Tanita Allen, the sophomore, gets the basket.
Well, that's why she's an All-American. She gets the rebound. She comes down court, stops at the free throw line, gives the ball to Allen for the easy layup. Those are things that All-Americans do.
Final minute. A critical juncture of the game for Morgan Park. 3-pointer, that's off. Nice rebound, shot goes up. Hillsman gets the rebound off the shot by Anderson. It's a critical juncture because Morgan Park had the lead a moment ago. Now Whitney Young up by 3. They have the basketball. They might pull this thing out. Let's see. Instead, they turn it over. Other way, Graves. She'll lay it in. It's a 1-point game.
And that's great anticipation by Graves, Jim, because she just jumped right into the passing lane. She took a gamble, and it paid off.
And for Morgan Park, the more time that ticks off the clock, and they're right there with Whitney Young, the more the confidence will grow. That's a 3-pointer by Muhammad. Where Whitney Young, in spite of the fact they've had a lot of missed field goal attempts during this first quarter, they've put 17 points on the board so far.
Yeah, and they haven't played well.
Goodman lost it for a moment. 5 seconds left. Tries to work her way toward the basket. Double dribble. Turnover on Morgan Park. Whitney Young will get it. Harper will get a chance to launch one.
Well, she saw Hillsman come out. That call.
Oh, she mishandled the back. Up, she got it off. Hits the top of the backboard.
Yeah, she saw Hillsman come out. That caused the double team.
So